Kal Halal, Tawada, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Hu Hakadesh, Kwantua, Joshua. Alright, man. We got to do this work because we're close to our redemption. So this is led by the Spirit. Jeremiah 50, Judgment on Babylon and Babylonia. Let's get with it. The word that the Most High spoke against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans, but Jeremiah the prophet. Declare amongst the nations, proclaim and set up a standard. Proclaim, do not conceal it. Say, Babylon is taken. Baal is shamed. Baal is that sun, man, that idol deceived other nations. Merodach is broken in pieces. That's that moon. Her idols are humiliating. Her image are broken in pieces. For out of the north a nation comes up against her, which shall make her land desolate, and no one shall dwell therein. They shall move, they shall depart, both man and beast, talking about the chariots, the weapons of his indignation. In those days and in that time, says the Most High, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together, us and the darker brothers, the southern kingdom. With continual weeping they shall come, and seek Yahweh their Elohim. They shall ask the way to Zion, with their face towards it, saying, Come and let us join ourselves to our Elohim, in a perpetual covenant that will not be forgotten. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have led them astray. They have turned away on the mountains. They have gone from a mountain to a hill. They have forgotten their resting place. All who found them have devoured them. And their adversaries said, We have not offended, because they have sinned against Yahweh Elohim, the habitation of justice, the Most High, the hope of their fathers. Basically, he wants us to be asking to get out of here, not to be a coon, man. And see all these people, man, like the Edomites of today, they think that they're innocent, but you know what? The Most High hasn't forgotten the sins that their fathers have done to establish this whole place, man, and just sins throughout the four corners of the earth. Move from the midst of Babylon, go out of the land of the Chaldeans, and be like the rams before the flock. For behold, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall array themselves against her. From there she shall be captured. The arrow shall be like those of an expert warrior. None shall return in vain, and the Chaldeans shall plunder. All who plunder her shall be satisfied, says the Most High. Because you were glad, because you rejoiced, you destroyers of my inheritance, because you have grown fat like a heifer, threshing grain, and you bellow like bulls, for mother shall be deeply ashamed. She who bore you shall be ashamed. Behold, the least of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land and a desert, because of the wrath of the mighty Elohim. She shall not be inhabited, but she shall be wholly desolate. Everyone who goes by Babylon shall be horrified, and hiss at her plagues. Put yourselves in array against Babylon all around. All you who bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she has sinned against Yahweh Elohim. Shout against her all around. She has given her hand, her foundations have fallen, her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the mighty Elohim. Take vengeance on her, as she has done, so do to her. Cut off the sower from Babylon, and him who handles the sickle of harvest time. For fear of the oppressing sword, everyone shall turn to their own people, and everyone shall flee to his own land. Israel is like scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away. First the king of Assyria devoured him. Now at last this Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, has broken his bones. Therefore thus says Yahweh Elohim, the host, and the Elohim of Israel, Behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land, as I have punished the king of Assyria, but I will bring back Israel to his home, and he shall feed on Carmel and Bashan. His soul shall be satisfied on Mount Ephraim and on Gilead. In those days, in that time, says Yahweh Elohim, the iniquity of Israel shall be sought, but there shall be none, and the sins of Judah, but they shall not be found. For I will pardon those whom I preserve, the hopeful elect, man. He'll blot our transgression. Grow up in your name, Father. Thank you. Go up against the land of Meridian, against it, and against the inhabitants of Pekod. Waste and utterly destroys them, says Yahweh Elohim, and do according to all that I have commanded you. A sound of battle is in the land, and a great destruction. how the hammer of the whole earth has been cut apart and broken, how Babylon has become desolation amongst the nations. I have laid a snare for you. I have indeed been trapped. You have indeed been trapped, O Babylon, and you were not aware. You have been found and also caught, because you have contended against the mighty Elohim. Yahweh Elohim has opened his armory and has brought out the weapons of his indignation. Ooh, the chariots, man. For this is the work of Yahweh Elohim of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Come against her from the farthest border. Open her storehouse, cast her up as heaps of ruin, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing nothing of her be left. Slay all her bulls, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe to them, for the day has come, the time of their punishment. The voice of those who flee and escape from the land of Babylon declares in Zion the vengeance of Yahweh their Elohim, the vengeance of his temple. Call together the archers against Babylon, all you who bend the bow, and camp against it all around. Let none of them escape. Repay her according to her work, according to all she has done. Do to her, for she has been proud against the mighty Elohim, against the Holy One of Israel. Therefore young men shall fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, says Yahweh Elohim. Behold, I am against you, O most haughty one, says Lord Elohim of hosts, for your day has come, the time that I will punish you. The proud, the most proud shall stumble and fall, and no one will raise him up. I will kindle a fire in her cities, and it will devour all around it. Thus says the Lord of hosts. The children of Israel were oppressed along with the children of Judah. All who took them captives have held them fast, and they have refused to let them go. Their Redeemer is strong, that's Yahushai. The Lord of hosts is his name. He will thoroughly plead their case, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. A sword is against the Chaldeans, says Yahweh Elohim, against the inhabitants of Babylon, and against her prince and her wise men. A sword is against the soothsayers, that they will be fools. A sword is against her mighty men, that they will be dismayed. A sword is against their horses, against their chariots, and against all the mixed people who are in their midst, and they will become like women. A sword is against her treasures, and they will be robbed. A drought is against her waters, and they will be dried up. For it is the land of carved images, and they are insane with their idols. Yes, they are, man. Nothing but good and evil, man. False doctrines and witchcraft. Therefore, the wild desert beasts shall dwell there with jackals, and the ostrich shall dwell in it. It shall be inhabited no more forever, nor shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, as Yahweh Elohim overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and their neighbors, says the Most High, so no one shall reside there, nor son of man dwell in it. Behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation and many kings shall be raised up from the ends of the earth. That's the chariots, man. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and shall not show mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea. They shall ride on horses, set in array like a man for the battle. Against you, O daughter of Babylon, the king of Babylon, that's you, Donald Trump, has heard the report about them, and his hands grow feeble. Anguish has taken hold of him. Pangs of a woman in childbirth. Yeah, you are, you pervert-ass fucking orange scumbag. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the floodplain of the Jordan, against the dwelling place of the strong. But I will make them suddenly run away from her. And who is chosen, man, that I may appoint over her? For who is like me, who will arraign me? And who is that shepherd who will withstand me? Therefore hear the counsel of Yahweh Elohim that he has taken against Babylon, and his purpose that he has proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he will make their dwelling place desolate with them. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth trembles, and the cry is heard amongst the nations. Woo! Man, I'm telling you, man, the Most High is angry, man, with all this witchcraft, sorcery, and false doctrine. Just fucking eat on my devils, man. Not the good white people, because the good white people gonna make it, man. But the powers that be, the global elite, man, they're douchebags, scumbags, pieces of shit, man. So on that note, man, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Hu Hakadesh, Kwam Yasharala, man.